Hey everybody, it's me, Seventh Hanuman. I hope all of you are doing well. I just want to make this video because I recently discovered something and I need to bring attention to this topic, and it's regarding scams. I don't want to say they're from scammers, but then there's really no other way of saying it. So I want to show you something. I'm going to share the screen and show you what I'm talking about. So the first one here is, let me show you. Let me show you this little video of theirs. Here you go. So this one here, I'm going to play this video real quick.
At Neurolocked, we design the future of protection for every type of attack. We envision a world where being a targeted individual is a thing of the past. Here's our first gift to you: a physical sleep position to shield your body from remote interference, sound, and dream manipulation. 1. Hunch your shoulders and lift your arms. Shader. Tuck them in so that they cover your ears. Shader. This helps block out high-frequency sound and vibration-based attacks. Shader. 2. Aim your elbows slightly toward the corners of your eyes. This creates a natural shield for your optic nerves, protecting against dream hijacking and visual disruptions. 3.
Now, I have to say something here, okay? So what the video is showing the TI, it's somewhat correct. If you put your hands above your head, it does shield the attack, and you do feel better. So if you're having a headache, you put your hands over your head and you keep it there for, longer than 10-20 minutes, you should be starting to feel better. Massage your head, you'll feel better. So this is correct, okay? Now, what's incorrect is shielding from the induced thoughts, the induced images, okay? Because that's kind of like, instead of putting your hands on your above your ears or whatever in your forehead, I learned I could just use tape, and it's kind of like this guy here, Danapanti, I think his name is. What's his name? Danapanti. It's just like Danapanti. This guy. This guru right here. So he's using tape. Well, my connection's really bad.
And had I not been born,
so whatever, this guy,
decades ago,
he's
I
using
probably
tape.
would have been given one of those colorful acronyms.
Well, my connection's really bad. So anyways, notice how he's got these tape on. In a way, it does help shield some of that induced thoughts and ideas based on my experience, but it's not 100%. You can still receive these negative thoughts from these gang stalkers, especially when you're sleeping. So now let's check out this website here from Neurolocked. Let's check it out. I'm going to show you the website. So here's the website. Now, I know this is a scam because if I go down here, look, they're selling pills, the red pill. They're selling this red pill, unhacked EMF for $500, unhacked EMF and RF jammer, $1,000. Now, I can tell you these things don't work. So if you're going to waste your money and you're going to spend money, $500 to buy this item, and that's exactly what these scammers want, just that one sale from one person, from one TI, one vulnerable TI. And there's a lot of TIs out there. So very easily 10 TIs, that's pretty good. I mean, that's $5,000 right there. And look, skull shield, how to stop voice to skull. What is this right here? Okay, how much do they want for this? They want $200 for this garbage right here. I have no problem saying this is garbage because I know it doesn't work. It's a piece of garbage. And I'll say right now, this link comes from a scammer or a group of scammers. This thing doesn't work. Now, I want you to prove me wrong. So if any TIs out there who wants to come to this site and make a purchase and try out this item and get good experience out of it, then prove me wrong, okay? Make a video, show it. Somehow you'll figure it out. I already know it's fake. It doesn't work. I don't know what this is. I mean, what is this? How to stop voice to skull shield. It's the ultimate solution for anyone searching for how to stop voice to skull attacks and regain mental freedom. This discreet under chin device is engineered with the cutting edge countermeasure technology to help remove voice to skull signals, block microwave based V2K harassment, and provide reliable voice to skull protection in real time. If you've been seeking how to stop voice to skull harassment or understand how to remove voice to skull technology from your daily life, Skull Shield is your first line of defense. Using targeted electromagnetic shielding and bioelectric cloaking, Skull Shield delivers exceptional voice to skull shielding to disrupt and block intrusive transmissions. Voice to skull V2K technology is increasingly reported by victims worldwide as a covered method of voice to skull communication and harassment, often linked to microwave voice to skull technology, 5G voice to skull. See, this is all jargon right here. This is just jargon. And I say it's jargon is because it's not from technology. Voice to skull is not from technology. Voice to skull comes from these entities. And these entities are the ones that gave the ideas to the humans for these inventions. Without these entities, the humans would not have the ideas to invent these type of technologies. So in a way, these entities are also inventors, but they also have the ability to be assholes, gangstalkers, or they can be nice and be an angel. So just like you, if you're watching this video, one day you're nice, one day you're mean. I mean, it's just personality. You might not like a certain person, and then you just treat that person meaner than other people in your circle. But you also have the ability to help that person that you don't like, or purposely do something that's so negative to hurt that person that you don't like. So you can go both ways. Just like the gangstalkers and these entities. That's what they are, entities. So this is just jargon. I already know it's jargon. $200. Scam. My connection is really slow. If it was faster. Are you watching this?
No.
Oh.
What? Is there a testimony page?
Doubt
it.
No. A powerful guardian for your mind. No. I want to purchase something. I just want to not purchase something, but I just want to click on purchase and see what happens.
What's their refund policy?
Oh, that's a good question. 30-day money back guarantee.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, freaking right. Wow, this connection's so slow.
Are you still live streaming?
Yeah, I am.
No way.
I'm just recording. Look, they have a WhatsApp number, probably someone international. Usually someone international, because if the person is located in the US, that's just, they're gonna get reported for fraud and scam, and it's not gonna last. I mean, this is straight up a scam. They won't be able to get away with it. Only international scammers can actually have more of a shield because they're international, so they can get away with this stuff. Don't have to worry about like chargeback. You agree to not file any disputes within 21 days of purchase. If you have any questions about your order, kindly email. This is the first time I ever read anything like this on any site that sells products. You agree to not file any disputes within 21 days of purchase. This is the first time I ever read anything like this. 3 weeks before shipping. These are high demand devices. It may take 2 to 3 weeks before shipping. These are not high demand devices. See, scammers, they'll just say anything because they're being mind controlled by these entities. The person or the group of people who created this website, they want to make money, and they don't care if it's hurts somebody else out there. They just want it for themselves. They want that money, and they're willing to lie and put in the work. Okay, they actually put in the work to make this website to cheat other people, other victims. Okay, people are going through gang stalking, people that are confused and just wants their normal life back. And these mind controlled people, scammers, just make this website and put in the time, make the website just to get money out of those people, those victims. How people out there would actually do this to the TI community. Look at this. You agree to use our services for lawful purposes only. You must not use the services for fraudulent, abusive, or harmful activities. That is just absolutely a good example of being mind control. It's like when this person was maybe copying and pasting this right here, or maybe they typed this out, or maybe they have the AI do it. I would imagine they at least read this a few times themselves. There's a little voice inside them that would actually tell them to not do it. But that voice is so quiet because the other voice that are telling the person to do negative stuff is so much more louder. So the person, when the person's actually making this website, they'll get that one quick millisecond or 2 milliseconds of a feeling, oh, this is bad. But then it goes away because the negative side is so much more powerful and stronger within that person, and that person just continue copy paste or continue reading it and just want to publish this website. So there is good in everybody. Like that little voice. It's all about how loud is that voice with each person. And that's based on the person's life experience, because as the human grow from a child to adult, there's experience that's along the way. And the experience, it's what makes up the character of the person. So that voice of good and the voice of evil or negative and positive, some is equal for some people, or for other people might be louder in the positive, and for Some it could be louder in the negative, meaning negative thoughts. It's drawn towards the negative thoughts or drawn towards the positive thoughts, and not want to do anything that's considered negative or let the negative thoughts in. So everyone's different. And for the scammers, I don't know what their life is like. Obviously, back to the experience part. So growing up to now, they somehow listen to all the thoughts that led them to doing whatever they're doing now to be a scammer. Okay, they have a white paper here, PDF. Kind of don't want to download this. Skull Shield trademark, huh? They actually trademarked this Skull Shield. Let me see this. This is hilarious. All right. Free shipping. Sorry, I don't think I'm sharing the screen with you guys. I'm just reading other stuff right now. But this is not the only site. I also found another site that was like this, talking about V2K and stopping V2K. Just all scam. Unhacked EMF. What is this they're selling here? See, what is this? Velcro and then like a little box. Doesn't do anything. Let me tell you. The Gangstalkers controls the government. I said this many times. To call the Gangstalkers government is giving the government too much credit. And if you look at this device, would you believe this device can stop gang stalking? Just look at it. What is this? Does this device look like something that can stop gang stalking for $500? Like this cheap Velcro right here with this box and maybe like a 12-volt whatever plug. What is this? One photo? This is another thing. If they really want to help people, $500. I think $500 would deserve at least 5 photos. If I was going to sell an object online for asking $500, I think I would put at least 5 photos of the object that I'm selling. 5 minimum. Look, they wanted 1,000. Now it's half off. Look, your personal shield against brain and body hacking. If you're a targeted individual, you already know the fight is real. That's why we created Neuro Locked Unhacked, the next evolution in personal protection, designed specifically for those who experience brain and body interference. This discreet wearable device helps block unwanted access and manipulation so you can reclaim your mental and physical space. Product features: defeats 99% of attacks. Wearable calf design, easy to conceal underpants, comfortable for all day wear. 9-volt battery included. Stay powered with long lasting protection. This is so garbage. It's garbage. I'm calling it garbage. This is garbage. So for UTIs out there, this is what you'll be dealing with, okay? You're going to get people coming to you telling you their solution, asking you to pay money. You shouldn't need to pay any money, all right? If, for instance, if you believe the government's involved, and you should already know, okay, just based on your theory, if you believe the government's involved, the government spends so much money on you, okay, on paying the gang stalkers, whatever, okay, they don't need to actually, they don't need to, what was I going to say? Gosh, I just drawing a blank. Like they wouldn't be allowing anything like this, right? If you think about it, you think $500 is enough to take down the government? I mean, if the government owns the technology, how much do you think it costs them to build that technology? You think this $500 little device here is going to be able to do it? Come on. Like, you think this thing's going to be able to stop the government if the government was really behind it, based on your theory? Now, if it's my theory, I already know it's not the government. It's the entities. These entities are powerful. They control the government. They control people's minds. They're in your mind. They're in my mind. But the difference here is I know they're there, but do you know they're there? Think about it. If they're in these entities in people's mind, and when you have synchronicity, wouldn't it be so much easier to create synchronicity? If these things are in people's mind, wouldn't it be easier to tell you, using lower voice to skull, to look at the clock when it's 11:11, or look at the clock when it's 5:55, or 3:33, 2:22, 1:11, 4:44, 6:66? I mean, there's no 666. Sorry, sorry, I went a little too far there. But you know what I mean. I take back the 666. Sorry about that. Squash that. Throw the 666 away. So this is just major scam here. But if you want to spend your money on this, just, sometimes you're going to have to experience it on your own to know if it works or not, or if it's real or fake. So I understand if some of you out there wants to actually give this a try, go ahead. If that's what you need to do, then do it. But I'm telling you now, it's not going to work. And if it works for you, let me know. Prove me wrong. Hey, look at this. $150. What is this? What is this they're selling here? I mean, I understand you TIs out there. Some TIs out there are desperate, but are they that desperate to actually pay $150 for this bottle here and take whatever's inside? Like, seriously, like that's a little bit too extreme as a TI. If you're going to take whatever's in this pill bottle and pay $150 for it. How do I go back here? Protect your mind. Reclaim your autonomy. Neurolocked, the cure is a groundbreaking neural fortification formula engineered to disrupt unauthorized wireless influence over your mind and body. Designed for those seeking protection from remote, radio-based intrusion and EMF-targeted manipulation, this supplement supports your body's natural defense systems against covert neurotech interference in a world of invisible threats. Neurolocked, the cure acts as your internal firewall, working from the inside out to reinforce the natural boundaries between your consciousness and external signal-based control systems. It helps restore clarity, reassert your agency, and shield your neural circuits from unauthorized remote access. Whether you're resisting signal interference, suspicious wireless environments, or unexplained cognitive disruption, Neurolocked, the cure is your first line of bioelectromagnetic defense. I mean, it sounds good and all, but it's still some jargons in there. Just these fancy jargon words. I mean, yeah, I can say, I can just put out a pill bottle and say, oh, yeah, these pills is going to make you happy and you're going to be happy all the time. And no matter any negative things that happen in your life, you'll still be happy because that's what's important, being happy. But how? How does it work? It's because it doesn't work. These pills do not work. There's no pills that can make gang stalkers go away unless you know what, I'm not even gonna go there. Hey, but if you want to try it, go ahead. And if it works, let me know. Let me know. If you want to buy this pill bottle right here and you want to use it, and if it works for you, let me know. Please comment below. Instruction for use. Okay, for first-time use or active interference events. If you're currently experiencing intense remote signal disruption, suspected EMF-based influence, or heightened neurological intrusion, Neurolocked may be used at a high support level to reinforce cognitive boundaries and initiate neurological stabilization. Dosage. Take 5 per day, divided throughout the day. So they want this scammer wants you to take 5 of these whatever pill a day. It doesn't say how many pills in a bottle. Does it say how many pills in a bottle? Take 5 per day. Duration. Continue for 3 to 7 days, depending on intensity and symptom persistence. Supervision. Use this level only under the supervision of a qualified healthcare provider. Really? Really? Wow. How do they expect how do they want this to happen? Because a lot of TIs don't even trust the doctors. Like, what? You want them to take this in under supervision of a qualified healthcare provider? Yeah, like that's really practical. This phase is designed to fortify neural pathways, reduce internal signal sensitivity, and recalibrate bioelectromagnetic harmony. I like the word harmony, but then everything else I would say is bullshit. This is all bullshit. Maintenance use post stabilization. Once stabilization is achieved, continue with a lower daily protective dosage. Take 1 to 2 capsules per day, preferably with food. Ideal for maintaining resilience, clarity, and EMF resistance in daily life or low threat environments. Possible side effects. Neurolock is formulated using high potency natural compounds. While generally well tolerated, potential side effects may include mild drowsiness or vivid dreaming, headache, gastrointestinal discomfort, lowered blood pressure or blood sugar, hormonal sensitivity, interference with medications that affect mood, sleep, or immunity. Discontinue use and consult a physician if any unusual or persistent symptoms occur. Do not exceed recommended dosage without medical supervision. Dang, these scammers. Wonder how much money these scammers made so far. I got a feeling there are some TIs out there would definitely pull out their credit card for this. EMF protection glasses. Really? $100 for a pair of glasses? EMF protection glasses shield your eyes, guard your mind. This is bullshit. If these glasses can guard your mind, that is like a insult to gangstalking. You think this pair of garbage glasses right here can guard your mind against the gangstalkers? That is just ridiculously BS right there. And if you're a TI, if you know what, don't even buy anything from this site, because I would feel bad if you actually buy something from this site. But if you have to, then do it, because you just have to find out on your own. Think about it. You're a TI, you're going through gang stalking. You actually think this pair of glasses can guard your mind from V2K or intrusive thoughts? You think this could protect you? Look at this. This thing right here. This 99 cents or 50 cents glasses right here. These scammers just don't give a damn. They just straight up clowning right now with this website. If anyone who pays for this, then that TI is just, I get it. Want to try it out? Maybe it works. But I'm telling you right now, it's not going to work. Nothing from this site is going to work. I mean, some of the information are correct. I'm sure they probably gathered from watching videos or other people's reading it up on Gangstalking. But what they're selling is just garbage. Not all attacks are visible, whether you're facing the constant radiation or of modern devices or direct targeting by those who weaponize frequencies. Your first line of defense is your vision. These EMF protection glasses are engineered to block harmful electromagnetic frequencies, including those used in everyday tech and advanced frequency-based targeting. Well, here's the thing. These electromagnetic frequencies are everywhere. They're even inside your pants. They're inside your shirt. They're inside your ears, your nose, your mouth, your lungs. So when you put on a pair of glasses, it's actually in between the space between your eyeball and your glasses. That little space right there is already there. It's already all over your eyeballs, like on the outside of your eyeball, like a coat of electromagnetic frequency on the layer of your eyeballs, okay? It's already there. It's on your skins, it's on your heads, everywhere. Everywhere you go, it's there. Defense from remote EMF attacks. It's not really remote. It's in the environment. It's already there. So everywhere you go, it's already there. It's not like, oh, they're attacking you from like space, straight shooting down you. Well, it's nothing like that. I mean, that's to me, that's what remote means. Okay, someone from somewhere far away. But these EMF attacks is already there. It's like literally there in the space, the environment that you're in right now. So it's in your room if you're in your room. It's in your car if you're in your car. It's literally there wherever you go. It's there. Now, what I do learn, though, one thing that's the best thing to shield against them is in the water, okay? Water. So if you jump into a swimming pool, go into the ocean, you go scuba diving, okay? You get your certified for scuba. You get your scuba tank, your scuba gear. You go into the ocean 30 feet down from the surface. I mean, that's probably the best shield you can do. And even then, they're still there. But it's probably the better place to be. Or you can probably go into one of those like bank vaults, those like really like thick steel walls, like bank vaults. That's probably a good spot. But it's not like you're going to live in it. It's not like you're going to live in there. It's not like you're going to be scubaing like and living in the ocean. So it's like, it's temporary. So you're just going to have to live with it. I mean, it does help if you get some Faraday fabrics and put it in your clothing. That would help. Get a shirt, like put some Faraday inside or make a Faraday shirt, Faraday hat, underwear, socks. I mean, you could do that. That would help. So now I want to show you something else, okay? Changing the topic here. So here, I just want to make a quick comment about this video right here.
All right, guys, update the video. I was pulling into a hotel that I thought that I was staying at, but it was the wrong location. The hotel that I'm actually staying at is here. And now here's my actual room right here, okay? This is room 304, as you see right there. Of course, I got always in this area, I got the room with the camera right next to my door. This is the front of the hotel, the very front. So this is my room. Everything's going on, right now.
See, so what I have to say about this is, who cares? Like, that's my best advice is, who cares? Who cares if the room's right there and there's a camera right there? Who cares? I mean, you're a TI for many years. At some point, I hope you're going to realize that you need to not care about what the gangstalkers are doing, because if they're not hurting you physically, they're not confronting you. Even if they confront you, you don't want to get into any confrontation, right? Because, like I said before in my videos, you want to behave civilized in public. You want to be politically correct in public. You don't want to start arguments and start yelling and shouting with somebody else that's most likely a TI, just like you. So, and most likely that's why they come up to you, because they think you're a gang stalker. But in your mind, you think they're a gang stalker and try to mess with you, and you want to do a shouting match with another TI. So it's like two TI doing shouting match. How can this happen? lower voice to skull. That's it. Just lower voice to skull. And this TI right here, it's lower voice to skull. Lower voice to skull is making this TI paranoid of where the room is. There's a camera right outside, and trigger these past experience of, oh, it seems like they always the hotel likes to put me in a room that's in a location that's just with cameras and no privacy. Like, who cares? Like, you know what? How I overcome it? When I first was going through this, I would think that they were inside my house, inside the bathroom when I take a dump. You know what I start doing? When no one's here, I just undress and get naked. I just walk around. Who cares? Who cares? Like, if you know they probably have hidden camera watching you, if you can tell your mind that I don't care if they're watching, let them watch. Then that seed, that idea, that trigger in your mind, you just eliminated that. And now there's one less thing for them to use against you. That's it. It's that simple. You don't need to, TIs don't need to talk about, oh, what the government's doing, all this other stuff. Even though what they're telling is the truth, because from their perspective, they're telling the truth. So I'm not calling them liars. So their perspective is they're telling the truth from their experience and perspective, that it's the government and what they know, because to them it's the truth. Even though I disagree, because I know it's not the government, but I'm telling it from my perspective and it's truth to me. So you might not agree, or some of you out there might agree and disagree. You know, there's like a gray area, but the fundamental here is no fear. And you have to understand, don't let these little things bother you. Let it go. Who cares? The neighbors, you think the neighbors knocking on the wall in the middle of the night, and then you start getting thoughts, oh, they're bothering you, they're not letting you sleep. Don't get angry over that. Who cares? Who cares? Who cares if they knock on the wall? What, they can't? I mean, if they keep knocking, what, you can complain, but then is that going to be a good living situation? It's not. I'm pretty sure there's, I mean, I don't know how many of you out there with neighbors that would keep knocking on your walls all night long. If they're doing that, then you know they're a TI just like you, and they're just getting it worse than you. For them to constantly bang on the wall, they're not doing it because they're gang stalkers. They're doing it because they're a TI, and they're getting it worse than you. So yes, I just want to make this video real quick. Hope everyone's doing well. I do want to start making more videos again, but I'll be pivoting to a different subject. Because I think gang stalking, I mean, I'll still talk about gang stalking and targeted individuals, you know, here and there, but I want to start talking about other subjects, start branching out. Yeah, so I hope all of you doing well, and take care. And I'll upload a video maybe next week or a week after that. So thank you for watching. Have a good night. Shimon signing out.